why, but they told you they would cry, so just look at them and sigh, and know they love you. Ouch. New strings are hurting the heck out of my fingers. This is not a really complicated song. It's got, let's see how many chords it's got in. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't think it's got but 5 chords in it. Of course, if I'm wrong, like always, they'll be over here, and and I'll be telling the story right off the bat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think there's only 5. But anyhow, the basics of this song is you have 2 parts. In this song, you're gonna have a verse and you have a chorus, and that's pretty much it. I think you have 2 verses, a chorus, 2 verses, and a chorus. And I don't know, because I'm just I don't have the song. I hadn't listened to the song. I just wrote the words down. But it might, if it extended at the end, it's just a chorus at the second time. But this is all the words that Google has. And basically, so you have your verses are going to be a D, a G, and a D and an A. That's it. That's it. That's all your verses. And then and your chorus is going to be a little more complicated. But I'll basically, all right. So this is basically how it's laid out. You start off with a D. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. All right. Now that's to start off with, but it's going to be, all of them are going to get, you do that 3 and you stop for a count, and then you start singing, and then it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. All right, now see, that's one verse right there. And then you'll do that again for the second verse. But here's the thing. You probably saw me going like this. I was doing like this. And I do that a lot. And especially, these are brand new strings. I just put them on and they're digging in my fingers. I hadn't played in a while, and my fingers got soft. But when you see me grab it like that, I'm not playing the bottom string. Okay? I'm just playing, I'm playing, and I'm going to assume you know your basic chords or whatever. I have a lesson you can go back on, and it'll tell you, like second string down, first, which ones to pick on. But basically, for the verse, with your D, G, and D, A, you're going to plug from the third from the top string down, which is the D string, because you got E, A, D, G, B, E. So the third string down, E, A, D, right there. Third string, we're going to include it with the D chord, okay? And they'll be right over here. So that's the third string down. Right now, and you have a G, which is in the picture over there. And I don't know which picture I'll put up. I'll either put up this picture or I'll put up the one with the extra, the extra little fingers here. But either one will work fine on this song. So you have, but that's all 6 strings you play. And the D, you only play the bottom 4. Okay, and then the A, you're going to play. You're going to skip the first string on the top, and you're going to play from the second string down. And if you make your A like in the diagram, you can play all the way down. If you play it like I do, the shortcut A, just don't catch that bottom string, And if you accidentally don't catch the next to the last from the bottom one, that one too, it's all right, because it still has enough of the chord in there. It's still an A. See, I can catch it. I can catch that 5th one and not catch the 6th one, just because I've been playing for 300 years. All right, but anyhow, so you have a D, G, and a D, A. So basically, so here you go. One more time. This is your verse, and it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. All right, now that was half of the first verse. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. And see, what you do is whenever you play that last one, you kind of hang and let it ring. But it's like, and now to put it in context, it's like, you who are on the road, have a code that you can go by, or live by, sorry. Calm yourself, because the past is just a goodbye, and teach children well. Father's help, it's slow to go by. And see, and also too, you might notice sometimes I'll pause after 3. Whenever I get to that, I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and I'll pause. But I'm doing the count. If I'm not strumming, it's still getting the proper time so your words will match. But anyhow, just so one last time, then we'll go into the chorus. Right? 1, 2, 3, on the way. 2, 3, 4. Na 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 na. Alright, now we're going to go into the chorus. This is the only other part to this song. Now you go back to your D again. Don't you ever ask, back to your G. Put the choke back to your D. So everything's the same so far, except now instead of going to your A, now you can go to a B minor. But don't freak out if you're a newbie. I'm going to show you an alternative here in a second. And then you go D, A, and then go start back over on your D. So now here it is in context. It's like, don't you ever ask. I tell you what I'm going to do one verse going into it. Teach your children well. Your father's help, it's slow to go by. And feed them on your dreams. The ones they pick is the one they'll go by. Alright, here we go. Go to your D. Na 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 G. Na 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 na. Alright. Na 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 B minor. G A and no they D. And all I'm doing here after that is same pattern as the verse. That's the D. So basically you have the two parts. You have this part, D to G, back to D, back to an A, and that made half of a verse. So basically there's 8 changes in a verse, I guess, because we got 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's half a verse. So 8 of those will make 1 verse. So basically 16 of those for your 2 verses. And then your chorus, your only other choruses are G. If I told you back to your D, na 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 and B minor, G A and no they D. Right back to the same pattern. All right. So here we go. We're going to go do it one last time, and then I'll give you some diddly-doos to throw in there if you want to. All right, so it's like, so here we go. We're U, D, who are on the G, wait, our road must have a run, and 9, A. That was 4 changes. Do it again, that'll be 8. That's 6, 7, that's 8. All right, that's 1 verse. Your children well, their father's help, it's slow to go by. That was 4 changes, that's half. Them on your dreams, the one they pick is the one they'll go by, and that made all of them too big. Don't you ever ask them G if they told you they would be, but just look at them and be mine. G, C, and no they did you. Right back into G, D, A, and then you go right back into the verse. The tender years can't know the fears that your elders grew by. All right, now. All right, so that's it. And then you do that again, then you do the chorus again. And like I said earlier, I hadn't listened to the song, so if there's any more to it, you just do the chorus twice at the end. But anyhow, all right, here's some diddly doos. Let's see. All right, when you make this A at the end, you can do this right here. This is on the B string, second from the bottom. You're gonna hold this A, and this is, and just remember, you're not playing this bottom string, okay? Unless you're doing this, and then it's harder to do the diddly do. But anyhow, you do this, and you just, and you catch that B string, second from the bottom on the 3rd fret, and just kind of hammer it against this 2nd fret that you're holding. So it's like, your children well, your father's hell. All right, here it comes. You're sure to go by. Here, I just diddle it down. All right, now I'm gonna show you how you end it. All right, now, did it again. All right, now, what we're gonna do the chorus, and on the chorus you get a good diddly do at the end of it. Don't you ever ask them why? If they told you they would cry, just look at them and sigh, and know they love you. All right, now at the end of this one here, now you go to A. I see how you can end like that on that one, because now you're starting. Yeah, so what you do on that, you do the same thing, but after you diddly do, then you're going to come up here to the 5th fret with the bottom 2 strings right there, and you're going to still hold this bar chord. So you got. So what you're doing is you're hitting the A string is open, second from the top, and then you got the well, you're barring your A right here. So you, so it's like, and then you go back up 1 string. So it's like, and then the 2nd fret on the other string above it, like, or below it. It's a lower string, but it's above it in the hierarchy here. But anyhow, so you got so after that chorus, don't you ever ask them why? If they told you they would cry, so just look at them inside and know they love you. Right at the end of this one, here comes the other. All right, see how that works? You go right back into na 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 na. And there you go, and that just, you don't have to do any of that stuff. Any little walks I ever do in this stuff, if you're just starting off, get the tempo and the chord right and the song flowing good, and worry about that stuff later. I mean, if you already got that down, that's fine, then go ahead and add that stuff. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Oh, I promised you I'd give you an alternative for that bar chord. Still kind of a bar chord, but it's a cheat bar chord. We can do it with a power chord. Okay, so what you can do is like a. Never ask them why, if they told you they would cry, so just look at them and sigh. No, they love me. Now you just said, well, he just did the same thing. No, I didn't. What I did was I put my finger, the 2nd from the top. We're only playing 2 strings. We're playing the 2nd and the 3rd string from the top. We got the 2nd fret here and the 4th fret on the next one, a higher one there. So we're only playing 2 strings. So now watch it with that considered. Just look at them inside. Na, 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 na. 2 strings. G, A. Right back into it. All right, here's one last out. Just look at them. So you can hardly tell. It's missing that part, but you got the gist of it. And as a matter of fact, there might be another cheat way. Let's see. I was gonna say just grab that string, but that's too raw. When you grab that string, just grab that one up there. So I'm hitting 2 strings. But you really need to do all that B minor is. There's an A minor, right? A minor. And if you know your scales like you should be working on, between A and B is a full step. So you go up the full step, and now you just bar it. Make that bar come up to there. There's your B minor. A minor. You who are on the road must have a code that you can live by, and so become yourself, because your past is just a goodbye. Teach your children well. Your father's hell did slowly go by. Feed them on your dreams. The ones they pick is the ones they'll go by. Don't you ever ask them why they told you they could cry. So just look at them inside and know they love you. Of tender years, can't know the fears